Good day, folks. It's DIY Guy 123 here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my 4-post vehicle hoist, and specifically about the runways, and even more specifically about the part of the runway that drags along the concrete floor. Now, I bought this hoist used. It had some wear on it, and one of the parts that was worn was these ramps. The bottom, whatever that is, 14 inches of it, was worn very thin down near the bottom where it contacts the concrete. In addition, so I cut that. That's what these holes are here. I used the plasma cutter to cut that out of there, and then I welded a new piece in. But what this video is really about is these plastic slides that slide on the concrete. And you'll see from the original that there was still some of the slide here, but it was worn out fully on this side. So that means that this metal would be contacting or rubbing to a degree on the concrete. Now, if you don't have a plastic protection for your concrete, these hoists, these ramps, will wear a gouge in your concrete over the years. And especially if you have a lot of cycles per day, it will totally gouge your concrete. So you must put these on unless you just don't care. But I have a nice pad, a concrete pad. I don't want it damaged. So I priced up these things brand new. It's like $200 for two of them. It's craziness for what they are. It's like a bunch of yogurt containers extruded into a shape. Anyway, so instead of doing that, I acquired this polyframe, Polyframe, and it was $2 a foot, brand new, something around that. I cut it off at the right length just with a circular saw. Now this is a dense plastic. I'll show you the side profile of it there. It's sort of a dense plastic, and people use this for picture frames, chair rail. I've even seen it used in crown molding in bathrooms where, like, the regular crown molding that's made out of wood sawdust will get moldy. This stuff is indestructible, really. So I cut it off, and then I, just as you see there, I drilled this and put metal screws, 5 metal screws across there. I screwed the metal screws into the thick part so that the screws were not actually protruding through that, because I don't want those to gouge my concrete. And I'll keep an eye on this to see if this actually, when it wears down, I'll put a new piece on. But I've cycled the hoist like 20 times over the last couple of weeks. There's no detectable wear on the bottom of them, and they work great. So a little tip there for you: if you do have to replace those slides, well, for one, make sure you check them because you don't want to damage your floor. And if you do have to replace them, don't automatically go back to the manufacturer's plasticky, slidey parts. Try and get something else that'll be just as good, maybe even better, and costs you what it should cost, which is $2 a foot. All right, that's all I got for you. Good luck with your do-it-yourself projects.